Well, it's finally happened. We've been waiting for ages, and the Alienware range has just turned up in the office. So we're going to make a start, and we're going to quickly unbox the X17R2, and we have a quick first impressions of this year's revision. Get my trusty turn sight. Right, so like last year, we've got a box within a box, and we've got the nice Alienware in a box. Just a quick look what else is inside Dell's huge box. We've also got a power adapter and a power cable. And that is it. So, get rid of this one. Now, before I actually open this little laptop box, I want to just draw your attention to the first and probably my favourite thing so far with this new range. They finally redesigned the 330 watt power adapter. Gary, could you pass me the brick? Thank you, Gary. This was the 330 watt power adapter you received with the Alienware X1 last year. This ridiculous power brick, and I moaned so much about it in most of my videos. Dell have finally redesigned it. This is the new 330 watt power brick you're getting with the 3080 Ti version. Wow, finally. Thank you, Dell. Now, they did redesign the 240 watt next year, and I was really pleased with that, and this is another big step for them. Some of that R&D is actually paying off, maybe. Right, let's open up the laptop itself. Right, let's have a look. Now, we've got the usual sort of hinged box mechanism with the laptop inside. It's quite nice because it's magnetic, so it's a nice little box if you do want to keep it for your laptop. And then the laptop itself is wrapped like it was last year in polythene. And let's see what else we've got in here. Some Alienware stickers. And a little booklet, which probably be absolutely zero use, but we'll have a look at that in a bit. All right, let's unbox the laptop itself. So here we are, X17R2. Just quickly looking around the laptop, it looks identical to last year's model. Just opening it up. You can see we've got exactly the same, it's exactly the same chassis by the looks of it, with the Lunar Light outer and the Dark Side inner. Exactly the same keyboard as last year. And the same ports by the looks of it. On the right hand side, you've just got the headset jack. On the left hand side, you've got the power jack. And on the rear of the laptop, this is where the majority of your ports are, where you've got your Thunderbolt 4 port, two USB 3, RJ45, another Thunderbolt 4 by the looks of it, and a mini DisplayPort and a micro SD card slot. So like last year, we've got an incredible array of ports for a modern laptop and exactly the same look. So I'm just going to cut here for a second, I'm going to boot it up, set it up, and then we're going to come back and just take a look inside. Right, so we're into Windows, we've done all our updates, and we're back. Now obviously this year it comes with Windows 11 as you'd expect. Kind of just about getting used to it, but I do still prefer 10 at the moment. I'm sure that'll change over time. But now, with this new R2 version, one thing you might want to note straight away is this is the 3080 Ti version, but there's no lit RGB trackpad anymore. I don't know why they've done away with that. It's something that's a bit of a shame. I wasn't expecting that. So now you've just got a standard trackpad. Still feels great to use, but I did love the RGB from the X17R1. No idea where that's gone. Moving up to the keyboard, it's still got the great perky RGB keyboard. Here I have it set to Rainbow Wave to sort of show it off. And like the R1 version, only the primary characters are lit with this keyboard. All secondary functions are not backlit at all. This is a shame. If you're used to last year's version, you'll be used to it this year, but it's something that I think Dell could certainly improve on The old M17s always had secondary functions backlit. Also, as per the keyboard last year, we have the same layout with the media keys at the far end of the keyboard and the cursor keys sort of crushed into the keyboard a bit. Not a big fan of this. The M17R4 or M15R4 had a much better keyboard layout in my opinion. Still no number pads, but as it's such a fantastic keyboard to type on, I can still forgive them. Now we've got new Dolby software for the speakers, and the speakers sound like this. Hello. Ready? Audio test at 60% volume. Up to 100. And there we go. Sounds very much like the X17R1, pretty average and pretty normal for a gaming laptop. Now moving up to the screen, so far Dell are only offering a 1080p 165Hz base panel or an upgraded 1080p 360Hz panel with advanced G-Sync. Now this is a real shame. I'm sure they're going to add the 4K 120Hz at some point soon, but what they really needed to do, especially after the bit disappointment last year, is give us a QHD option. All the other big manufacturers with these 70-inch laptops, they all have a QHD option. Maybe a 240Hz or even 165Hz QHD 17-inch panel would be perfect in this machine. And it's unforgivable that Dell aren't including that option yet. Moving to the top of the screen, we've got a webcam that looks like this. This is a test of the webcam and the microphones on the Alienware X17R2. And as per the R1 version, all X17R2s come with the Windows Hello facial recognition. This works brilliantly, logs you in straight away, something I love about the X series range of laptops. Now just moving it around so you can see the RGB on the back. Just like the X17R1, we've still got the RGB Alien head and the Tron ring. Still fantastic RGB on this Tron ring, and it's something I did love about the X17R1. Unfortunately, they kept that for the R2. It looks great on this laptop. I think it looks fantastic, especially when it's set to this lovely rainbow wave. With regards to performance, now obviously it's only an initial look, so we've only run just a couple of benchmarks just to get us started. Firstly, Dell are now finally supplying PCI Gen 4 SSDs with these laptops, which is really good news. This came with a Western Digital SN810, which I think is the OEM version of the SN850, puts in some solid scores. And this is the 512 version in this model. Now this is the i7 with a 3080 Ti. Now this is the first 12th gen we've even looked at, and just running a quick Cinebench R20, we scored just over 7,000 points, which is truly incredible. And then when we look at this TimeSpy and Firestrike, the 3080 Ti is only marginally ahead of the 3080, which is pretty much as we sort of expected. It has 170 watts TGP. It's not giving us that big a deal in the GPU scores. Now this is only the stock drivers, so we will be testing this thoroughly for the actual full review, and hopefully might be able to tweak it a little bit to get a bit more out of it. But overall, the GPU side is a little bit disappointing. If you've had the 3080 from last year, you certainly wouldn't want to be upgrading to the 3080 Ti, but the CPU is a massive improvement. So that's it for today's unboxing and first impressions. Now, obviously, the full review will be coming early next week once we've had a good weekend worth of hammering out and benchmarks. If you've got any requests or if there's anything you want to know, pop it in the comment section down below and we'll certainly try and include that. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, because there's going to be so much content coming soon with this. We've also got the X15 and the new Horizon range of bags. Thanks for watching.